Mm. Hello, everyone. Um, can you guys hear me? Hello. Okay. Yeah. I think I did not enable uh participants to unmute. Let's see. Sorry. Uh, yeah. Okay. I think you guys can unmute yourself also if you want to talk. Okay. Nice meeting you guys. So far, I think we've spent about 24 hours in the internship. Um, how have you guys been coping? Is it fun? Is it hard? Is it easy? What's your take so far? And of course, I would like to use that opportunity to meet people, you know? Anybody wants to talk?
Um, I've been enjoying it so far.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Uh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but are you responding to my question?
Yes,
Um,
sir. My
yeah, yeah.
audio might.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I've been enjoying it so far.
Okay. Okay. I'm happy to hear that. What level or which of the modules have you completed or have you started your tasks?
I have started. I'm decided to use the R language because I've been exposed to that so far, and I'm just about finished with module one.
Okay. Okay. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
enjoying it so far.
cool. Mm, okay. I'm trying a little bit to wait for 1 more minute, but if any other person wants to introduce themselves, it would be nice to meet you guys. Or should I randomly select someone?
Hello,
Hello,
this is Matam speaking. I hope you can hear me well.
clearly.
Uh, I'd like to add a comment on
Okay.
how things are going so far. So
Okay.
far, the exercises are going well. I just finished module one and I'm on module two right now.
Cool. Cool. That's nice.
And except a few crashes here and there on the terminal,
Ah,
it's it's pretty smooth.
okay. Okay. We will try to improve the experience with the um we'll try to improve the experience with the terminal.
Mhm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult we are trying to asynchronous, how do I put it now? So when you run the terminal, we are trying as much as possible to not make it depend on your computer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this can sometimes be tricky, but we are happy so far it's working. We'll try to just make it get better. We try to make it get better. So there is Latifatu. Someone said I should call Latifatu. Okay. You have been summoned. Um, okay.
Yeah, hello everyone.
Hello.
My name is Latif Fatuye from Ghana.
Oh, cool.
So far,
I
yes.
see.
So far, yeah, I've started with the module one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the data types, and I'm on the track for R.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
and
okay,
we've also formed our team.
okay.
Yeah, so far so good. Yeah.
By the way, can I know the random, I mean, not random, but can you guys just put on the chat your programming language? What language are you learning? R or Python? Okay, R. Oh, there's a lot of R. I actually thought Python was going to be Okay, looks like it's evenly distributed now. Okay, 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 looks pretty much even, right? Um, okay, so first thing I'll do a recap of yesterday's meeting. By now, you should have received another mail, which is a recap in principle. But yeah, it's in principle, it's a recap. So if you're on this call, you're probably on the Slack workspace. You should have filled the acceptance form. Please, the acceptance form is very important for your project submission. The acceptance form is different from the interface for coding and all of that. The acceptance form is a little bit needed for the final stages, right? And when we prepare your certificates. Yeah, so if you were unavailable during the onboarding meeting or onboarding call yesterday, please try to watch the onboarding video. Yeah, so if you have not joined a team by now, I don't think anybody has not joined a team on this call, but if by now you don't have a team, please head over to Transfer Market and you'd just probably start a team on your own. You don't have to how do I put it? You don't have to start from always look for another team. You can start a team by yourself, and people with similar amino acids can locate you. By the way, how do you guys rate our game for making teams? Um, what do you think about it? Is it interesting, searching for your amino acids, or it's boring, you know? Okay, that's nice. That's nice. People said it's fun. Anyways, if you are here now, that means you're attending the mentor meeting. If you're from University of Lagos, you should not be here. Especially, no, not just University of Lagos. If you're from University of Lagos, 300 level, yeah, you should not be here because you guys should prepare for your exams. And of course, you can begin your tasks by going to stage 0. So go to stage 0 and you will see the task over there. So this meeting is actually to discuss the stage 0 task, right? I'm not really going to go over the coding itself because the coding is already, I mean, by coding, I mean the coding interface, the ArcBio learning interface. I'm not really going to go over it anymore. Pretty much straightforward. I think most people are already getting used to it. We'll try to improve the experience. And one thing about the interface is, even if you click, so one thing about the interface is we are prioritizing something. There is something we are trying to do. So you notice that if you click mark as complete several times, it keeps adding 2 XP for you. The point is we don't care about the XP. We don't really care about if you accumulate 1 million XP on the learning interface. The most important thing for us is that you're actually learning the skill and you can implement the skills to solve the task. I'm not sharing my screen. And you can implement the screen, your skills to solve the task. And if you can do that, I think that's about everything you need to do in this internship. It's basically being able to do it. We are not really cared about your points. We are not really cared about, nobody cares about it in the bigger world, right? So please try not to overemphasize on getting points. And if you really are a points person, we are, if you like, to click mark as complete several times, keep on enjoying it. But if you click 7 times, right, you get 2 multiplied by 7, that's 14. But then we are still going to divide it by 7 times. So that's back to 2 points. So it doesn't count. So in the background, we are doing all the calculations. You just cannot see it. Anyways, that's about that. If you are interested in XPs. Okay. I'll try to now start talking about the project itself. But before that, maybe we should take questions. Does anybody have any specific questions so far about the internship? Are you confused about something? Are you unclear? Are you unsure? Are you stuck on something? You can bring it up. and let's try to solve it together. Okay, yeah, so I would ask you to unmute.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect. So couple of questions. Thank you so much for yesterday's introduction.
You're
I
welcome.
wanted to ask about the platform itself. So I
Mm-hmm.
guess a couple of people have already mentioned that there was some error loading into either R or Python when we were trying to write a script on the platform itself. So that was I encountered that during one of the uh, one of the more complicated, I would say, script, not the basic ones, but one of the complicated ones. But then it got resolved after refreshing the page couple of times. So should we just continue doing that when we encounter that problem?
So when you say error loading, there are multiple errors I've seen today.
Okay.
What
Mine
exactly
was
does it mean?
mostly it won't just execute. Like I won't see anything executed on my screen.
Hmm, strange. Um, is it a complex script? Because we also put a timer on it. Your script should not
Yeah, I was trying to do something little complicated than what
from
was
your
meant.
personal stuff.
Not the personal, I was just playing, I mean, not playing around, but I was just trying different things. Yeah.
I mean, if your script exceeds, I mean, if it takes more than, I think, 5 seconds for your script to execute, we automatically cancel it. There's
Oh,
a
got
reason
it.
for that. It's not a, how do I put it? It's not something to play around with.
Yeah, now it makes sense. Yeah, now it makes
Uh, there is a cost to every run you
sure.
click. There is a cost. So we can't afford to allow you to play around on it.
Yeah. No, it's super clear now. Yeah,
Yeah.
because refreshing it helped, but now I'll make sure that I execute it step by step.
Mm.
And the other question that I had was about the whatever you're gonna talk right now. So are we gonna get the first assignment here today for
We
this week?
sent it already yesterday.
Okay, okay,
Check
I'll
stage
check it.
0.
Okay, I'll check that.
I sent another mail.
Got
I
it.
mean, the office sent another mail and we detailed everything again there. So
Okay,
stage 0 task is on stage 0 channel.
perfect. Thank
Everybody
you.
is on stage 0 right now. Nobody has been promoted. I can assure you of that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay. I'll quickly go over some of the. It's been using my terminal. I've been using my terminal. Is that okay? Yeah, if you can use your terminal, that's also okay. We just think we've reduced the complexity of installing softwares. I don't know whether you're using a Linux or a Mac terminal or Windows, but if it works for you, yeah, keep on doing it. I did internship at the last year on biomarker track. Does this time it will prevail same way or it will be different? I don't understand your question, Sanzida. Prevail. I didn't get
Hi.
the
Hi,
use of that
buddy.
word. Hey,
Yeah, I would like to ask because what we did last time, like you want to make it in the same way because I enrolled because I have seen like you also focusing on the Python this time. That's why I'm asking.
no, I'm not focusing on Python. There's no
Yeah, both
focus.
language like R.
Yeah.
No, but my question like is that the same way last time we did like same task we will go for?
No, it's not same task. The
No.
concept is different. The last one was cancers for bioinformatics.
Mhm.
It's cancer, I mean, sorry, cancer. I've forgotten the title.
Yeah,
It's
clinical oncology last
clinical
time.
oncology. Yeah. This time it's just coding. Just coding. Just learn how to
Ah,
code.
ah,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Mhm.
It's just coding.
Yeah, I also think in that way, but I
Yeah.
just curious. I'm just okay. Thank
In
you.
principle, it's a prelude to further projects that are further internships that are coming up later this year because we want to go a lot into AI this year, and there's no
Okay.
point in going into AI if you don't know how to code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Did I get it right? If the cost of scripts running exceeds 5 seconds, it's technically, yeah. Not really the cost in terms of, so if the runtime, that's what I think that's what programmers call it. If it takes longer than 5 seconds, your script is taking longer than 5 seconds. Usually it should not be more than 1 millisecond or so. But if it's taking 5 seconds, then you're probably playing around with it, like Mr. Okay. So we definitely cancel it. It's going to return an error. Some of the instructions are confusing, and also maybe you can let us know what exactly we are coding. So here's the thing. Anytime you have an issue, always post it on help. Comments, when you're on comments, so it's also good that you read the notes that are attached to the code. You don't just copy the code and implement. No, it's not enough. Try to read through the code itself and understand what it's saying, right? When you say comments is confusing, I actually find it difficult to also understand that. Yeah, I find it difficult to understand that. Because comments is just how do I put it now? How do you explain comments? It's just you putting notes. It's like you're working in the lab or you are working somewhere, and so you don't forget what you've been doing so far, you just put a note in front of it using hashtag. Just put a note in front of it. That's what comments are, literally. It's like you are writing your Word documents and you have a comment about a section, and then you click on a balloon icon, and then you are able to make comments at that point before you forget when you come back to study again.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
This is the coding the internship, right? Beginners can join, right?
Yeah.
So like what I'm saying is that I'm new to coding. I literally have nothing. I actually have no knowledge about it, no background knowledge about it. So when I got to the comment part, I read the note you dropped there. I was like, fine, because when you started, you were like, coding is easy, like read, print something. So I was following the steps. So when I got to the comment part, I kept reading what they wrote about comment, that it's just like a normal note, just like a normal line that
Yeah.
write down.
Yeah.
Just like a normal line you write down. So I decided to go to the next step. I wanted to do what they asked me to do. So at first, you started the line with Python. Like
I think I remember you were the one
so
who
it
sent that
was
message.
confusing. I did not know what to code. Like,
No.
because most the coding starts with hash. I don't know, like
No. I was going to fix that. I should fix it right now. I think it's an error while we were typing. So here's the thing. Yeah, there's a lot of backend stuff you want to know. So basically, we intended to actually so there's something you call linting when you are coding. And so when you type on the code editor, you realize that some text are colored separately.
yes.
So we wanted to ensure that it's able to color separately. But we now realize that we have to do that for Python, we have to do that for R. It's going to be very complicated when you implement it on the front end. That's why we canceled it. But for some text, it still remains the Python thing. It's just a differentiator between Python when the code is written in Python, when the code is written in R. But I apologize for that. We will correct it. Just send a note to me after now. Send a comment to me.
Okay, so now basically what we are doing now in this internship website is just to follow the instructions and learn what they are teaching us there.
Yeah.
We have to code exactly what they gave us in the
You have to
instructions.
code exactly, and you can also try around. You don't have to be rigid about it. You can also play with some words. Like if I say print hello world, right?
Yeah.
You can say print Karimat.
Okay.
You can test print something else. Just play around it until you are comfortable with the function print.
Okay.
Yeah.
So print is also it's a function under Python.
Yeah, you get to the module print later on.
Okay.
However, print is a very basic statement anyway, so
Yeah.
you just learn how to use print. I think that's all I can say for now.
Okay. So the AI, I'm sorry, my questions are too much.
Yeah,
The
go
AI
ahead.
part, the AI part, you said it's to give us hints. Like when I was pressing the AI, is there a way it's going to write it out for you, or like
No, it's just going to give you hints. That's all. It's not going
okay,
to solve it for you. That's our point. We
maybe
know
because
you
I'm
we know you
speaking.
can go to we know you can go to what do you call it? ChatGPT. We know you can
Yeah.
go to DeepSeek. You know you can go to all the tools available in the world. But they will give you the direct answer, sure. But that will not help you to think about the process, about writing the code itself, right? We want
Yes.
you to also be able to. So there was one Emmanuel I was engaging with, and I literally drilled him so hard that he looked for the solution by himself, just by thinking about the code and thinking about what the process should be. So that's what we want to encourage, not just your ability to use AI. That's not the purpose of the internship.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
if you hold on for now, I have to take other people's question. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
But definitely always use help. I would always be there, and the other two mentors will be there. If you cover 3 topics in the first week, this is not you don't need to bother about this. What you cover in the next week, it's not, don't worry about it. When you get there, you cross that bridge. But for now, focus on what we are giving you. You don't need to try and solve everything already now. I have questions regarding the task of video tutorial. Can you please elaborate how it should proceed? Okay, when I get to the explanation of this task in this stage, we will talk about it. Please explain the task. Yeah, we'll get there. Do you people offer research paper writing? No, we don't offer paper writing training. Thanks, Richard. Like there is interwoven or switching of names or code. I run a code, give me a name as John, and I run a give me another name. Okay, I think we are working on fixing this, Saidu. Um, I understand where the problem is coming from, unfortunately. It's completely unpredicted, and it's very strange why it's behaving like that. But yeah, it's also predictable, let me put it this way, so we can fix it. Don't worry. If the plan is to go into AI, is R good programming language to learn? Having that in mind, so definitely. You just need to learn the right libraries, and you can code in AI as well. Yeah, Python is the popular language, right? It's not also impossible in R. If you're in life sciences, feel free to use either R or Python. And of course, if you want to know more about this, let me advertise our next internship to you. If you want to know more about this, join us later. So anytime I click on the AI Akbaya website, nothing is showing. I face the same issue too. I find that surprising in any ways, but okay. Anytime you click on the AI on ArcBio website, it's not showing. I don't know. Maybe you should reload. I don't know why that is the case, but try to reload the page. I think the page was overwhelmed, but yeah, it's a lot of processes running on a tiny server. Yeah, I mean, not so tiny, anyways. Hello, I want to know how can I find where I stopped on the platform or the last task I completed. Yeah, thanks, Richard. Should we always click submit? You don't really need to submit, except you need some kind of grading for your task or what you wrote, you really don't always need to click submit. I do not always understand the legal ways or illegal ways. My gene, cap 3, how do we know which is the right way of naming? Is everything given legal? Yeah, when we call it legal way, it's legal, right? If it's legal, it's legal, yeah. Why are people asking for Zoom password? It's strange. Did you guys need a password? I find it strange. Let me check. Someone is trying to join and they don't have. I wonder. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. I need so from the first task we've been given, how do we submit, or let me see how do we get graded. Don't worry. Let's get everybody on board first. And submission is easy peasy, don't worry. Does everybody in the team have to fix this language? This question. You don't need to all learn the same language, even if you're in a team. If you like R, go with R. If you like Python, go with Python. When you are submitting, it will be clear to you how to submit. It's so straightforward, don't worry. But yeah, like Afolabi said, you can use the same language. It's advisable because all of you can submit and get graded at the same time. But if you have multiple languages, you have different feedbacks, right? You don't need to submit because we are not grading, we are not using the points on the internship. Okay. Well, anyways, maybe with ice. No, I did not need a password. Okay. It would be great if we could see our progress in the platform along with the marking the steps as complete. This we can consider in improving. We just thought it was not necessary because the point was you could want to come back at any time just to study it again. So I don't know, but yeah, it's probably something we can consider. Are we randomly joining teams or admin will slot us to teams? No, there is a procedure for joining teams. Go to transfer market channel and yeah, you will see the instructions. From the first task we've been given, does everyone need to? There are multiple repetitions right now. Okay, I think I covered most of the questions for now. So let's quickly go over stage 0. In principle, we cannot answer everybody's questions. And we are recording this, so I see that there are a lot of repetitions. So you just go back and listen. It would help, I promise. Okay. I hope you guys can also see my screen by now. Let's check. Okay, yeah, I think so. Okay, so the first task is form a team of at least 5 people with different programming languages. Okay. Either use R and Python, that is, produce the solution with only one of R or Python. But like we just said now, feel free to, if you are in a team of 5, if 3 of you want to go for Python, go for Python. If 3 of you want to go for R, go for R. It's completely up to you. We can grade everything. Okay. Use any data structure of your choice to organize the following information. you are going to learn data structures, I think in module 3 for everybody. So basically, what you just have to do is to find a way to organize your data in such a way that I can read through the names at the same time. I can read through your Slack usernames at the same time. I can read through your emails at the same time. I can read through your hobby, your countries, your discipline, and your preferred programming languages, all at the same time. And try as much as possible to not use functions, loops, conditionals, because in my mind, you don't know it yet. Even if you know it, I think you don't know it yet, just yet. Okay? Your code should include a final print statement that prints the organized output in a logical and understandable way. That's why we said it should be in a data structure format. I could give you hints on the easiest way to do it, but I think it's not going to help the thinking process, right? Basically, what you just need to do is to find a way. If you were in a class, right? And you're working on a project and you need to collect the names or the contact details or the profile information of a few people on a field trip or on anything, basically. Maybe you're collecting the metadata or you're collecting contact information. How would you organize this? Right? It's just like organizing the contact. Actually, that's what you mean. You're organizing the profile of everybody on your team. How would you do it? In such a way that if you give it to anybody in the world, they should be able to read and understand. I hope it's not too complicated. Yeah. So let's talk about the video. So basically, what you need to do with the video is after you are done writing your code, simply one of you in your team should just go over the code from beginning to the end, right? Tell us why you did this. Tell us, describe the task itself. Now tell us why you did this. Tell us why you did the next thing. Tell us why you did the next thing. Every step in the code, just explain why you did it. And acknowledge your team members in the end, definitely. Acknowledge your team members. Everybody's name should be on it. And then post it on LinkedIn or as your first step to coding in life sciences. It's just a way to be accountable to the rest of the world, right? I hope that was interesting or meaningful to someone. If you have questions about it, you can ask me now. I'll stop sharing. Okay, looks like everybody is happy. I think that was very clear then. Okay. Looks like everybody's happy. So the video is not so complicated. You don't need to think so much. The fact that you are able to solve the task, then it means you just have to explain it to someone. And it's just someone in your team is enough. Every member of the team does not have to do something. But if you all want to contribute to the video, it's fine. It absolutely makes sense also. But I remembered one thing. But if you have multiple codes, that is multiple languages in a team, you need to submit 2 separate videos then. Okay, the people working on R should submit a video on R completely. The people working on Python should submit video on Python and explain what they did separately. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, you are recording multiple videos. If you are having by multiple, I mean 2 videos, right? If you are working with R and Python in a team, you should have a video for your R code. You should have another video for your Python code. That is, the people that worked on R should record the video for R. The people that worked on Python should record the video for Python. Unfortunately, Favor, that is not how we work here. We cannot do an example yet. There will be an example coding session on Saturday. With information about that will be given as time goes on, but not now. We would like that you make an attempt. If you come into errors, share with us. We'll solve the errors together. We take you through the process. You solve the error. Yeah. It's a learning process. We believe in learning by doing, not learning by teaching. If I have to do it, then I'll be restricting you. I'll be restricting the bandwidth of what you can learn. If I have to sit down and explain everything step by step, right? Because I'll be teaching you from my own, the only way I know I can do it. And there are always multiple solutions in coding. That's also one thing you should know. As long as you are working and you are getting your right results, you are not wrong. Okay? That's one thing about coding. No, you don't have to film yourself. You don't have to film yourself, Chama. So, in principle, there is no single right solution when you are coding. Always put that at the back of your mind. If you say 2 plus 3, if another person says 3 plus 2, even though it's not exactly the same thing, you are going to get the same output. Okay, so if you go through different routes or different pathways, but you arrive at the same solution, you are both correct. One might be optimal. Some people might write in 5 lines, some might write in 20 lines, but the two are giving the same solution. Yeah, you are good. Yeah, so for people that have teams with 6 people, I would say continue working, but don't accept any other person. Okay? Don't accept any other person. There is a reason why we keep it at 5, because there is a limit to, very soon you will have what we call ghost workers on your team, and you don't want that. You want everybody to be accountable as much as possible. And anybody that is not accountable, you can easily kick them out. Okay? So please try not to get too much. If you get too much, in the end of the day, only 2 people will be working, and the rest will feel relaxed. Maybe 2 or 1 person, and the rest will feel relaxed, and others will not learn. We try to ensure a balance between we try to ensure a balance between teamwork and individual learning. It's important. Use, as long as you can explain, you can show us, you don't really need to run the code anyways. You just need to explain what you did line by line. We are not really interested in running the code. It's not an exactly complex code, right? It's just writing your names, printing your names in principle. You are printing with style, let's put it that way. So it's not so complicated. If you are 1 person, proceed. If you are 2, proceed. If you are 20, not possible. Go back to 5. So if you are already 1 person and you think you are not finding any person, keep working. Is it okay if you work alone? Proceed. Proceed if you want to work alone. Just explain this just now. Stop asking repeated questions. If you are 3, please proceed. I'm not going to answer questions on this anymore. So Kendra, it's not considered submission. We would give the instructions for submissions very soon. We just need everybody to be on board. There is a reason for that. You would get to understand very soon. But we share the details as soon as possible. As soon as we we are expecting 320 people thereabout, and the workspace is still 275. So we are still far off. Until Wednesday, right? We'll see how much person we'll keep reminding people to join the workspace. You notice I've been sending emails. I think we've sent more than 20 emails. No, maybe not up to 20, but up to 10 at least. 10 to 15 emails. So if you know someone that is supposed to be on the workspace that is not yet there, please tell them. Because we are waiting for them. And if they don't come early, we'll lock the internships workspace, right? Nobody will be able to join anymore. And that will be the end, right? And we just keep working with ourselves. If they need to join, then they would need to, we need to create a special link for them. Emmanuel, you said which group were you assigned? So please go to the transfer market channel and see the instructions on how to get a team. I think I should post the link here once again. Hold on. I'll just do this. So for Emmanuel, please guys, if you also see someone who is confused or kind of unsure about what to do, you can help, right? Please try to help others. Maybe sometimes they are scared of talking to us, but they shouldn't be scared of talking to fellow interns. But actually, we are here to help, and please try to help them if you find someone in that position. I don't know why people are so concerned about the number of stages. Don't worry, it's just 4 stages. Now, if you go to stage 0, the content to study for this stage is stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. I'll probably change it to modules so it doesn't confuse people anymore. Because we love to use stages, that's why but then we'll try to fix that also. Sorry. Yeah. So for now, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Once you go to stage 0 task, you will see the complete set of instructions. Please. Yeah. Event calendar. Probably we will deactivate it. Don't worry. Don't worry about the event calendar. Since we are using Slack to communicate anyways. Yeah, thanks, Richard, for flagging everybody on channel. I'm not getting the terminal after refreshing. Just reload the page. Reload the page. Oh, sorry. I was reading a message on Slack and I was responding on Zoom. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. The problem is not even to reload the page. Sorry. It should be use a print statement. Okay. Okay. Any other question? Okay. Okay, it looks like everybody's happy. in the print multiplication. Olukayode, can you just send the screenshots on Slack maybe? It's also important. I mean, I'm not a robot, I'm not an AI system, so I also don't always put all the text in my head. So it would be nice if you can just put them on Slack and then we figure it out. By the way, so I can quickly fix the content that Karimat complained about. Hopefully I can find a message. Okay, I think I can. I see. I see the error. Karimat, if you reload the page, it should be corrected. I don't know if Alejandra has been able to join. Karimat, I fixed it. So Karimat, you were able to ask another question the last time. Okay. I think she said thank you. Okay, we have 16 minutes more.
Yeah, I was just asking about the output part.
Okay. Yeah, we'll try. Yeah, go ahead.
After we run the code,
Mhm.
is it supposed to, like, when we submit it, are we supposed to get any reply, or we just move to the next step?
Just move to the next step.
Okay, we'll not see any reply there when we submit it, right?
Sometimes if you click submit with the rocket icon, right?
Yes.
You should see a response. Usually, it should give you an intelligent, how do I put it? An intelligent response to your code, just telling you how it can be better.
I did not get it. Maybe I just started. I did not get anything. So just saying that Mark has completed.
Maybe I don't know what you clicked on, but
So,
usually,
like,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So after I run the code, I would get the terminal output. You know, the one that is under it, like this. Then after getting that one, I'll be like, I'm done. Then I'll click on the AI something. I forgot what the AI
Ask
thing.
AI.
Yes, ask AI, and something would show, but nothing like error is showing. It would just be like the same reply with the terminal output after running the code. So that was why I was saying that when I submit it, am I supposed to get any reply that I wrote the code well or something? But I was not getting anything, so I was just going to the next stage. So I don't know if
Yeah, but
what
that
I'm
doesn't
right.
matter. Don't worry. We are not really using the XPs here. It
Okay.
doesn't matter, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, I find this strange. Favor, you sent a message on Slack, right? Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, I sent it.
So are you really in Modi 2?
I don't know. I just keep clicking.
Well, I thought if you are starting something, you should start from number one, right?
Yes, I started from number one, then I marked as complete. It took
And
me to the next place.
yeah. So how did you get here? Which module is this? Which, oh, do you want to share your screen?
Oh, it's on different
Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
different mode. Okay,
But
I'm on
it's
module
fine.
4, like slicing strings.
That's far off. Module 4. Did you finish module 1 really? Or stage 1?
Yes.
And I'm coming. The
Um,
requirement for this is stage modules 1 to 3. That's stage 1, stage 2, stage 3.
okay, so let me start again. I don't know
Yeah,
this.
it's strange. I mean, I think this is really far off. And if you have been building the process, by the time you get there, you should really be able to solve this. It's not,
Okay.
yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Yeah, and if you have been using print also, this should not be how you use print.
Oh, how do I use? Okay, I'll try to figure it out.
Yeah, if you start from the beginning, because this does not look like you started from the beginning.
Okay, let me start again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Could you elaborate on the points given for a terminal output? So we connect it to Google Gemini, right? And we tell Google Gemini to look at the codes, read the codes, and grade you like an Harvard professor. So it's just the way we prompted it. It looks at the question, it looks at the code, and we tell it to give you a grade out of 10. So that's basically the process. Now, the point is completely useless for the internship itself, but it could be useful for you to kind of grade yourself on how you are improving at writing codes, right? We also told it to always look for comments in your code because the code, because if you save the code and you don't put enough comments, in the future, I'm telling you from experience, in the future, I'm telling you from experience that you would forget the code you wrote. It's not magic. Sometimes it feels like magic, but yeah, you will forget the code you wrote. So that's why we force it to always ask you comments about comments. And it always suggests that if you're not putting comments, you should put comments. Okay. Um, hopefully that was helpful. Mhm. Um, am I missing any question? Yeah. 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 Falabi, do you have any final comments or Richard? So maybe by next week you would really be engaging them. But yeah, we'll definitely work on the language by the language, I mean the experience you are having, especially with the cross-referencing of codes.
Yeah, Wally,
Yeah.
um, you've done it all. Like I wouldn't say much. All I'll say is that like the best way to go is to read. You know, when we put instructions on the respective channels, we should read and try to understand. And the another point is that we should ask questions. Try searching. If you don't understand, just ask. Yeah, that's the reason why we are all here. So I wish you all the best. Yeah. Yeah. Over to you.
Okay. Thank you, Richard. Someone is unable to open the Google Sheets for the codons. I'm trying to respond to the person. Yes, it's a channel. You know, are you on help, Emmanuel? Can you unmute yourself? Okay, it's not there.
Joe,
Yeah.
with the transfer market, we didn't sign everyone on automatically, so the person has to join him or herself. So
Yeah.
if he,
Okay. Yeah. How do I do this? Okay, I'll post the instructions again on Nucleus, and then you can just click the blue text, right? That's what you have to do. Just click on the blue text, and where is it? Where is help? Well, I'll post it on Nucleus again, and I'll post it on help. So you just click on the blue text transfer market, and you're good. And you'll be in transfer market, literally. If anybody also watches the English Premier League, I think the transfer market is closing today in Europe generally. It doesn't store variable. Yeah, we don't store variables. It's not productive if we store variables. Yeah. Okay. If there is no other questions or comments, I would love to round up the call. Hopefully we get better by tomorrow. A lot of the people who are still scared should not be scared. Don't worry. You'll get solutions to whatever you are facing. And I think the most important thing is persistence. Just keep doing it. Don't worry. If you have errors, send the errors to us on help. We'll have a solution for you. Okay. Yeah. On this note, let's continue hacking. If you need an extra call or an extra, how do I say? Yeah, extra call in your team, right? At the team level, you can just reach out, and I can also look at your codes. Richard can look at your codes. In principle, your codes should not be so complicated to understand. You can also share with other teams. So it's not a competition, right? You can also share with other teams, and they can look at your codes and review it for you, tell you how you can get better at it, give you tips and ideas, and everybody will be happy. Okay, have a nice day, rest of the day, and bye for now.